Family Leonardo, me Nasila did on multimedia, the CEO voice of Salon. Today I come for talk to now, my family, make una continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to our friends them. As we always try to bring on the latest news what they happen around Salon, whether it be politics or any other news them, what they happen or gossip, what they bring out to una live and direct. So please, my family, don't forget to subscribe and share to our friends them. You wanna touch the bell icon so that you don't miss any video we will try for bring out to una. So that's also we want make una don't forget also for subscribe to we TikTok channel on TikTok and also on Facebook or Facebook page or the Voice of Salon or also the on Instagram Voice of Salon. Please family, and don't forget to share. Okay, thank you now. Tata.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Ibrahim. Today's April 7th, 2025. Today na April 7, 2025. You know, it's another beautiful day, Salon people. We tell God thank you, the fast months don't come. For the Muslims, they don't go. Christians, I know we're rounding up. We tell God thank you for life. We tell God thank you for provisions. It'll be easy for a lot of people, we tell God thank you. Sierra Leoneans, I can't share with you now, and I play the full audio, and I say, and I go try for break the audio down as we go. Obama give a speech the other day. We all know what's happening in America. Also, Salon people, we know how Donald Trump here this administration we can so you would to watch out with the Nepal. This weekend I be woke. One side way and they read people and testimony where they talk about their experience from where Donald Trump come. One particular person, they don't sack and two them. Sack the first time, they call them back, they sack them back. Imagine the trauma and pain where they go through. But of course, this country, not a country where if you know woke as 1 month left you so that you will die. You must get side where they go. The government they give it they call, unemployment benefits, all that kind of material they for sustain. So every state, get their own plans and programs them. But a lot of people are going through hard times in the diaspora right now. Now make a tell and I say tomorrow when April 8th, it mark 4 years where I take me wef. We look where the Salon posse, we say, oh sorry for her. This posse they can't beg with they cry now foot. We say, oh give this money, I ain't go help her. For let it transform, let him for getting business going, he go give you money back. This me paddy what they tell that. Well, of course, he's no longer my friend and he don't do this one next one. No, so, but it's not boy, we all go collegiate, now we go school. Say we carry the diaspora, see struggle, decide, say, no support that. We are Salon brother, this one they say they support yourself. When I don't say me no they talk no because I want for talk. Pull $25,000 gives this bobo. That will be first be there, Dunrick Sogie-Thomas. Dunrick Patrick Sogie-Thomas from people always say, we don't know how they talk. Where reach a point where you give posse money, that's the way how say how the money goes safe. But the attitude of the posse may get no so. You cash box with the talk about that mentality. Or where you go take loan, you get for go big for let they cancel the debt. But not only that the fitia, the disrespect. Oh, can we go court? If you don't can we go court, we don't get money for you again. Can we go court? So now say okay, this posse is the enemy. But I go discuss that tomorrow. Now left that for today. But a lot of people, these are the things what they say. I can play to now with Obama talk about democracy. How for defend and protect democracy. What Obama they can tell us, so stranger, we don't talk. For the past 5-6 years on social media, myself, Comrade Koita, Cashbox, People's Power, good people, Sister Lioness, all we brother and sister them, they like it today, brother, hotmade, patriotic citizen, everybody, the Malekas, Master Salon, man in the hit and miss, but still, but people are doing it. You have to protect democracy at some point. Because I can't say, who kind of social media for open up man, they hide them. Because we know say, not so everybody go see one side. But with time, then continue for listen, and you message, you stick with them. So God in this day, after a while, people go understand exactly what to talk. Because I don't reach that crossroads. Say I don't reach that point where what you will successfully do over the years with advocacy on social media, using civic education, what you don't succeed for do, now for box the filthy, the dirty politicians that are one box. We don't box them at a corner. It's I mean, you don't push people in a corner. We don't make them all go get on one side. They all now they you know you get an opposition and the ruling government were illegal. Because the opposition now and the ruling SLPP were illegal government too. They're all now one. We push them so much to the point they don't understand again, say the power belongs to the people. They don't forget. They don't understand it's a democracy. We make them feel say democracy in their own power and how they want to no more. So they all don't go get that to themselves. All man they look for protection from other bill. Now the success that they will get over the years because we make sure say we win the people them hearts and minds. Now we don't win Sierra Leoneans them. Sierra Leoneans don't can't understand say them politicians they are there they corrupt. You don't know that opposition, you don't know that they are the ruling government. That's how terrible the system done in Sierra Leone. But we don't successfully for put them all in one box. Now the people they watch and see them and not say them why not to better immortal man. All man they run for go be flag bearer instead of them join Dr. Samura Kamara for fight for the results. How we get country where they get elections results now available, and then never had a come out they say they want for contest the next elections. Some people don't help me make that make sense. They get people like former President Koroma, former ministers them, civil society, imams, pastors them, now that country they and other Sierra Leoneans at large. When they sit down and they watch and they call it, they destroy democracy, then nobody know the talk. Now we nobody come and can talk. Now we nobody come and can talk because we lack we country. Now we believe so we country for go before. Now we believe so we country forget good reputation. Now we will believe so we country. So God in this day, if for be that country where people for admire. Eh, but you country candidates say when they get elections, then they announce results. Now that can't name that we want for we country. Now that kind of reputation that we want for Sierra Leone. Eh, but we never for speak up. Ernest Koroma as a former president, not even for ask for the election result. Ernest Koroma never for challenge ECSL. To say ECSL will not produce the result. Eh, boy, Ernest Koroma all the time we say, Dr. Samara Kamara answer might be a phone call. So when you answer the phone call, that's the end of the politics. You vote where you vote safe in matter again. In a democracy, people never for challenge the status quo. Marabio get all kind of dirty on them. So the dirty Marabio get for them one they expose. Eh, boy, in a democracy, we allow one man for becoming a dictator, an authoritarian in the state. Look at Salon today. Salon they get no small election they get in Sierra Leone. We chap they come out, wound they come out, beats they come out, feds they come out. Now the reputation that they want for our country. They won't talk, they say we're the enemy. Who are the real enemy to the state? Who are the enemy of the state, Sierra Leone? Sierra Leoneans, who is the enemy of the state? Who are the people that we don't like the country? Now the one where they create the problem, or the one where they can expose the problem. Who don't like the country? Una want to set we must, we keep quiet. Una do all kind of nasty things them. When generation set on board not get a bright future, the country can they lose for all. No control, no law and order. The country don't scatter. Now they una wonder we should watch. We try for prevent another genocide like what happened in Rwanda. Because any country where one type dominance or one region dominance come and take hold, now enemy they create for the rest of the other parts of the country them. And when I will cook for we go eat more. But if the rest of the country cook for we already eat them. This is the problem when it's time for prevent. I'm going to talk about democracy. Say respect the voices of the other people. Respect the wish of the other people. Democracy, they work. Only they work in a society where the people are decent. When people get integrity. Democracy, they work because people get ego. They get big ego. Democracy, no go work because nobody know how to tell them the truth. Democracy, no go work because Ernest Koroma, where be there as president, he respects democracy. He respects people and will. Now we don't there's no longer a president that he say not respect the will of the people. That he say not respect the freedoms of speech of others. Any time they say Samura Kamara bloggers them. People where they talk the truth. People where they talk the facts. They call the name high for call up. Call a spade a spade. And as Koroma now we're not a president. Now they say get problem with rights of free speech. They say we be president and now we get problem with people and rights to free speech. Hey boy, now tell me the reverse. Now it's kind of big foolish. Not so big fool. Big man like they never understand the basic concept. They tell where I be president. I allow people to talk. Now I don't be president now for block their free speech. Who's kind of nonsense this? We in a country where people don't get rights to free speech anymore. But you say they pull the libel law. They are at the end of the day what's happy. We all see. Then go bring the cyber crime. Then go bring the counter-terrorism laws. You will see kind of you can rat him out against that like drug infested idiot, that former ambassador to Guinea Conakry. We are not forgetting that guy didn't be lock gates param. So say that be 12 peace by mama. So he get that grudge there, but he still inside the SLPP, they work with Marabio. He still keep that grudge there against that guy there. Then now, the UI user, now the stakeholder that can be. How does he be stakeholder? Useless still like a you. Useless can the Yunkela. Useless can the Yunkela. We don't get backbone. One all United Nations, you need on a Secretary General, like our brother ultimately pointed this morning. Now you know before stand up and take a position. Useless thing like you. And they make Cambia because the guy get drug case now when they all the party drug. You work for an illegal government where the president where you work for. And girl picking they keep the drug lord where they give drugs to Alimami. Where Alimami go, then they carry go to Guinea, then they export and sell across Africa. The man where you work for, where they call say you boss, Marabio, and girl picking they keep your boss boleos. Can they get you know stupid idiot, you know piece of shit? I swear to God, una them most nasty mortal man. They una destroy we country, but God day, one day. You know they happy. You know we all they call God. We go for backup with action. Because we call God no more. No action without you. They call God no more. You don't put action behind. That's not happen because some people will get this belief in hey God they God no. We have to back it with action. Then people who don't destroy we country like today. They should pay. They should pay for it. The people that don't destroy the reputation of Wikonski. Can they work with the president, where they call president, where illegal, where no say results not available. Can they where they complain? They tell them go to Samba Bendugu. There are elections that cost the country, where they complain, say, hey, what's in the CISO? Now human rights violations. When the people go vote, the people foresee the results. Can they don't see this problem a long time ago? Now in Canada, and they work with Madabio, where illegal, and not get the mandate of the people. Section 5, subsection 2B of the Constitution makes it very clear that through this Constitution, sovereignty belongs to the people. The government derives its legitimacy, its authority, and its power from the people. Can the Yumkela they work with Madabio, where elections results are available? Can the Yumkela no say, Mohamed Kena Wekone, no announce the results? Can the Yumkela they work with Madabio, that they can cry for Alimami? Alimami went to a peace by Mama. Alimami will lock gates for the SPP party office. Officer will not let in there. Useless still like you, but we watch you now. But God day, that nation day, say alone go be free from people like you. People like you now. We don't hold we nation to run something like today. For let Salon go before. Let the country name not improve. Let reputation not be restored. We don't hold up. They want to get people like Ernest Koroma them. We condone the foolishness. We for speak up. When I play for Barack Obama, Salon people them. Usai the English tanga, I go stop her. Like explain to her. But I can't listen to Barack Obama where they challenge Donald Trump right now. When I know only one in America, Donald Trump, they reverse all the progress for America don't make. They seize people and rights them. They deport people unnecessarily. So by mistake, if you by saying Kalu, they don't send you go El Salvador on a maximum prison. And they sack people and job them. Then they reverse the progress system where they don't make over these years. Rights to free speech, then they cancel, journalists, them not for going to the White House again. Even the other day, they forget the White House correspondence dinner. The lady where they don't wait for them be the comedian, wait for chair the show. They don't ban them, they cancel and say, not for good. They want free speech for themselves, but they don't have free speech. So this is what's in the happen. American democracy is getting reversed. That makes some people, I tell them, say, if you don't stand up for yourself, Africa, if you don't sit down and wait, I swear to God, some people are going to suffer. And I say, oh, now 4 years, Donald Trump will come back just to the power. They go remove her. Because the same people that will vote for her don't begin tired. They all go turn against her now. They go turn against her. So the next 4 years, they go pull her back. But tell her 10 days. Some people, if they're not wise up and wake up, we're not taking our country back. I swear to God, now go continue for suffer like a slave now on the land. But I can listen to Barack Obama. I don't waste time now. I listen to Barack Obama. They can't tell you now. Tomorrow I go explain that story where they tell you for say this guy will give $25,000 me and my wife for now start business together. Wait, the business is established. The business I suppose but I go explain fine so now. But to this point now, if you like for say Dunrick Patrick Sogie-Thomas, it look like say don't swindle with money. Because for let man begin to say pass you sue me or for let get you money, must not say that it's criminal intent. But I go discuss that fine tomorrow for that. I go do a video, I go do audio, let people understand. Let we check them in our community. Now you can make you want to do good, but you go look, you say, no, no do good now. But let go no more. But not a one great person you go make with damage. It's just like a woman. I go explain fine tomorrow. Now can listen to Barack Obama. I don't understand how Obama they stand up to Donald Trump right now in the democracy for protecting America. The same thing we don't talk for years. When I can listen. That's what make up a story there. When I can listen for myself from Barack Obama.
I had done any of this. Let me just, I just want to be clear about this.
I'm going to show you a portion where former President Barack Obama addresses this current moment. It's what's needed right now in this moment to reflect on where we are, what has happened to our country, This is the full speech portion right here. Former President Barack Obama talking about the Trump regime. Let's play it.
Let me preface this by saying what everybody knows, which is I have deep differences.
So I make a listen to that guy we introduced. When I see, I want to understand that side. Say at this particular point in time, what's they happen? It is very important that the same responsibility former President Ernest Koroma beget. At the time when they go kill people in Amakeni, everything is about timing. Former President, you need to talk Boku, but when it's critical, you need to come out and speak up, especially like nations like Africa, Sierra Leone, country like Sierra Leone, small country, where the people, they revere you, they respect you. So God and this day, they don't allow that they go to the game. You get for always stand for defend the people. Now Obama they do so delicate today for defend because Obama don't want let tomorrow in legacy where come he rule, he govern for 8 years as a fair president. We see how America was equitable and fair. You know what that legacy they for disappear. And they protect that legacy, they defend them. That's why there's Kuruma in legacy, saying legacy in a light. Like so they where is sustainable electricity we give you? Because you cap power ship, boats now water. Now if I say you plant, you one masterpiece plant to get for the supply electricity in that country, and then man be the one pull up. And if you done if you sit, you keep quiet and pull electricity, that's your legacy. Oh, you know, you don't go keep quiet. You say okay, we don't do the legacy. You just stand up for your legacy, you protect your legacy. If you're not alive, now we defend that for you. But if you're alive, so God will help you no more. Now you open up the conversation, we can help you inside it. When you die tomorrow, we go say, President Koroma, so they wrote them, But man, all the road are not on Poto Road now. Aha! Because you know there again. But you know go there. All thing where you be do, it don't reverse. Then you can't see you talk about your legacy. What is your legacy? Piece of shit. When I don't listen to Barack Obama, I don't listen. In these times where democracy is tested, Barack Obama they stand up. When I listen, I didn't interrupt better. When I listen.
Of opinion with my most immediate successor, and who's now president once again. And so there are a host of policies that we could be discussing where I have strong opinions.
You see, Obama they talk now, say, Donald Trump, there's different policy issues them. You know, they affect the country where they can talk about. Everybody knows they get a strong view, but they can't explain what he want for talk about what's in the happen right now. But this is talk number for say the most immediate successor with Donald Trump, because I know say Obama had been a presidency till 2016. Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton. Then Donald Trump become president. Then of course they can kick him out in 2020. Joe Biden become president in 2020. Then Donald Trump don't cancel back 2024. He win this election again. So Barack Obama doesn't refresh with memory. That is what former presidents they do. Salon people them civic education. That's what hence we Ernest Koroma. We are people that we get backbone no more, we get spine. We not the lucky and swear. We not mix from bella business. Because Salon can above everything else. Salon are important. Past any other thing we got to think about. Then we could put Salon above. So Ernest Koroma no better pass Salon. No. We tell her what you want for your. If you want for your if you want for listen and learn, fine. Because it learn from people like we say. If you want for listen and learn, let listen and learn, let call in memory. That's what they are around there, sycophants, they know what they can't stroke his ego. Then they can't rub him back, crash your head. That's what that nonsense they for believing. Now be the way they come and tell you the hard fact. Inside there might put say you stupid. Yes, that's stupid what I talk say. Your actions are stupid. Reflect on them. Now don't listen to Obama now. Don't listen to Obama.
But at least for most of my lifetime, let's say the post-World War II era, there was a broad consensus between Democrats, Republicans, conservatives, liberals, around a certain set of rules where we settle our differences. That there are some bonds that transcend party or region or ideology.
Obama they talk say from time immemorial, and in the bill in case, regardless of whose political party, in Sierra Leone, I would say, regardless of being APC, SLPP, independent candidate, whatever the case is, when they be able to solve a different system, it will be peaceful. But Sierra Leone, of course, would never get peaceful way of doing things anyways. But they talk about America inside now. At least. That the case in the bill, so we don't listen to Obama.
That there was a creed that we all stuck to. And that basic notion of American democracy, as embodied in our Constitution and our Bill of Rights, said all of us count, all of us have dignity, all of us have worth, that we're going to set up a system in which
it's about democracy. It said we all believe in this creed. Say we all equal. We all get rights. The fundamental rights them. And even say I like Obama, I swear to God, you know they listen to. I like you know sabi English better because you talk one, you go understand what they talk if you listen attentively. This bench when I don't wake up on the English, I believe say but Cuba even a village, but they don't begin to catch up on the English small. Yes. So now here make I like Obama on side. When they talk one, they picking word them. Because it want to be very deliberate. So now listen, everybody get rights. He said that we creed under that creed. Creed is like a motto. It's like what you believe. It's a set of values. Now listen.
There's rule of law and separation of powers and an independent judiciary, and there are these freedoms. Freedom.
It believes that there is separations of power. The judiciary, when we talk about independent judiciary. Salon de like today, who they control judiciary? Now Fatima Bio, if I go tongue today, then they arrest me, they lock me up. The way people la. And come on say, hey, we not be sabi this post you. Now every tell man say big fool. Now every they go on Twitter, they text against me man. Well, we don't know. Hey, na salon, na independent judiciary, then you get the DPP. The director of public prosecutions. Then they come out and say, hey, this is not right, but they don't lock you up for nothing because what's in the powers that be. Instead of them come and tell the powers, say, hey, no, we don't do so. The director of public prosecution in office, not for them to kind of detain and lock up people because we want to serve one man or a dictator. When I listen to Obama, I don't want for disrupt to now. Matter of fact, they disrupt again and they left and they play all the way through. Let man listen carefully, attentively, not listen attentively.
Of worship and freedom of the press and an assurance that if we go before the law, that there will be an impartial process to make decisions. And we all stuck to that, more or less. It doesn't mean there weren't corrupt politicians. It didn't mean that there wasn't abuse of power in society itself. Obviously, there were vast differences in terms of access and influence and having a megaphone. But we all said, even though that ideal wasn't always observed, that was the right ideal to have. And I do believe that our commitment to those principles has eroded. And I think it eroded in part because the government itself got really big. And what that meant is sometimes it felt distant and unresponsive. And rules are a hassle. And some of the rules aren't smart, and people get frustrated. I think part of what happened also is that it's easier to observe. It's easier to agree to disagree, and have forbearance to people who you don't agree with if they all sort of look like you. In the United States Senate, when I got there, I was the only African American. There was one Hispanic in the United States Senate. I'm not that old, so this is fairly recently. You had a sense of how different it was by looking at the men's gym in the Senate versus the women's gym. Men's gym, really big. And old guys walking around with not wearing enough stuff. And then the women's gym was like basically a modified closet with a bike, because there just weren't that many. And so during that period of our history, I think there was a general sense of, well,
you know, some people like Obama, they building case small, gradually. They tell now. You know, over the years, what you know they happen in America. They tell when going to the Senate in America, you know, where they look the difference. They're gonna be only African American at the time when go inside the Senate. And then it was once Hispanic person. It build the case. You know, the progress we're going to make over the years. Things have not been perfect, but with a tie, you know. So that is democracy. Now they talk so they are small, they build the case, they come. And they talk about like when you go to the Congress, where you look, the disparity, the difference. Where you go to the Mandem gym big, the gym, you know, for Mandem. Then the Umayon, that's small, like a small closet no more, they put one bike inside it, because woman not be book couldn't send it in Congress. And this when they talk about Obama become president in 2008. So they look about between 2006, 2008. Now he go to Senate. You cannot tell yourself better when become president. So imagine, you know, from then the, you know, but they tell we know the difference. How far we don't come out with this democracy? You know, the inclusion in bringing more people. I'm not so. But anyways, like I said, I don't want to discuss this, but for my brother and sister no more. Let them not miss critical part. They want to listen. Now listen.
If I'm a Dixiecrat, Southern Democrat, if I'm a Republican from up north, if I'm, you know, this or that, have this or that perspective in terms of being fiscally conservative or socially moderate, we all went to the same club and we all talked about the same things. And then starting around the 60s and 70s, people crashed the party. And now it's a little harder to agree, to disagree without being disagreeable if your sense is, well, that person isn't like me, doesn't look like me, maybe doesn't think exactly the way I think. I'm more prone to feeling attacked. Or
Exactly. Now they talk so much in the happy now, not necessarily like today. We might be a kind of power. You know, SLPP, Southeasterners, they take the Mende clan, now they put over everybody else. Now, waiting and talk nothing right. You know, for talk nothing against them. As you talk anything so against them, you don't go against them, you don't attack them. Might be, you don't attack me. Say me belly big. You don't attack me. It's a thief. You don't attack me. So this is the mentality. Nobody know for talk again. Obama they build the case small. They come. They reach it. Not only listen and land. Yeah, salon people there.
Threatened. And so that, I think, changed. It made us a little more tribal in our politics. And then the economy wasn't working for everybody. Now that, in part, had to do with the fact that government wasn't as responsive as it should have been, and inequality grew. And then finally, media. I think one of the most important aspects of our democratic practice is having a well-informed citizenry, which is reliant on a free, objective, effective press. And that started getting attacked. And so you combine all those factors together, and we saw it over the course of decades. But obviously it's gotten a lot worse now. And when I watch some of what's going on now, it does not, look, I don't think what we just witnessed in terms of economic policy and tariffs is going to be good for America, but that's a specific policy.
You know, now it don't begin rich to the what's in the happen now. It don't give you a background story. How America come out, you know, back in the day, people agree and this and that, but now the politics, it don't become, you know, people, anything where you talk, you feel like, well, now they follow America politics, we're not going to understand what you talk now, what Obama they talk. It don't reach now to the what's in the happen currently. It talk about the policies, especially like this tariff, where Donald Trump, they impose tariff on every country across the world, how it get for car affect us. But that's our policy. But now listen to Obama. It reach now to the current times, what's in the happen right now in this country. Now listen, now learn from democracy.
I'm more deeply concerned with a federal government that threatens universities if they don't give up students who are exercising their right to free speech.
It don't begin explain. Number one, it's a first problem where it gets right now with what's in the happen. Now university, where the government don't begin attack university them, where the students then protest their rights to free speech or then talk. The government don't begin attack the student and they when I look what's in the happen in Sierra Leone. All against student union, drivers union, petty traders union, all don't capture by the government. Not so democracy that they will. Now then see how they expect Ernest Koroma for talk about. Not for sitting on WhatsApp audio, they go and call people in the Congosa. Now for talk about these, now platforms, them big platforms. Like this what Obama don't talk so now, they reverberate across the world right now. Now this all maga for the talk about. Because this now yesterday I do this so. All this time, the one world for the talk about how the former president of America, they stand up now for defend democracy. Ernest Koroma, take a lesson, take your book now, sit down and listen, and let you write. Let you listen to how former presidents, they protect democracy. Take your book and take your pen and paper, let you begin write. Now the Obama this way invite you to the White House, Obama, Ernest Koroma. This Obama invite you to the White House because he sees that you respect democracy. Now he teach you now. I'm not saying you learn from him. Take your pen and paper, sit down right now. Let you listen to your godfather. Because I'm not saying you respect him. I get a video we go to the White House. I see the way the Munku be there you so. But you appreciate because he bring you to the White House. What you do? Because you don't respect democracy. Now that's how you get the first tranche of the MCC money. 2014, Obama bring you to the White House. When become president. He bring you to the White House. And as Koroma goes, you don't know how you write. Like, you can listen to this. Listen to your godfather. Like, teach you about democracy. You fail with people. When they wake you up, that will bring you back to outside for day, Ernest Koroma. The Ernest Koroma will be not big fool. The Ernest Koroma will be not a Congo Sai and Laki. The Ernest Koroma will be the embrace people that will get solid ideas. Wake up, Ernest Koroma. Listen to your godfather. This is the man. Listen to him. Like, learn from him. I don't listen.
I am more troubled.
Then they clap where they begin hits the points. Now see where they begin hits the points and they clap now. I am more troubled. I get more troubled.
Say to law firms, if you represent parties that we don't like, we're going to.
So what you talk now because I'm Mr. Saidi. He said, where White House don't they? Where they attack their law firm them. When I see what happened in Sierra Leone, the Lawyers Association, where when I see the election, when I go back talk like the old Francis Benga, if I go announce the results what he wants for Tuma Jabi, whatever her name is, the government don't interfere inside the Lawyers Association and business. Not to democracy, Dandy. Now Obama they talk now about Mr. Side, so I just want to catch that side where they reach so who side always so now. Where the government not begin attack lawyer them because they represent certain people. So if you represent certain people, the government they attack you. They go try for take money away from you. You don't get business. When I see I'm not Sierra Leone like today. I make us not interrupt this table. I want to listen. Now listen.
Pull all our business or bar you from representing people effectively? That kind of behavior is contrary to the basic compact we have as Americans. Imagine if I had done any of this. Let me I just want to be clear about this.
All man they clap, all man they holla. Because you know, imagine if Barack Obama be do any of them here where Donald Trump they do so right now. Imagine I'll be the first black president where America ever get, right? Mixed race. If you begin ban college them, university them, where the students them, speak up against what's in the happen at the government, it cancel the funding for them. If they're lawyers them, they're law firms them, where they represent, people in the country for certain cases them. If the government begin take away business from them and try for ban them because, then they, when I imagine if Obama do that, they talk so now we all man they laugh, the one all man they holla, hey, because they know The same Republican, they are they make rudeness on like today. They trample upon the rights of people. Kalukure for the Allah. The time where Barack Obama, he wear brown suit. Me people, brown coat. What they call coats, they wear coat and tie. Also, he wear brown. What they call tan, brown. Because here in America, typically in a black or blue. Now president and senators and they wear black or blue. You know, no different color. He wear tan suits go to the White House. They make that one the news. If you read it, he wear tan suit. Hey, bo, for the very first time, no president wear tan suit. They make a news. Imagine if in do half of what you know, if you be do little 0.001% of what Donald Trump they do so, the noise we have for make. Now they talk so. We all man the Allah at the hall, all man the clap. Now listen.
Imagine that. Imagine if I had pulled Fox News' credentials from the White House press corps. You're laughing, but no, this is what's happening. Imagine if I had said to law firms that...
Yeah, but you talk now just now. Then go there, they call one Fox News. Fox News, that is state propaganda machine for the SLPP. Like I get AYV them, you know, 98 points, why don't they bet small? But those are all state, you know, regime radios, station and TV station them. Well, imagine if Obama they say, when I imagine if we be president, Fox News, when I talk for the Republican them, if I imagine abandon credential, not for Canada, the White House, say not for cover me no more, the kind of rudeness they for make. Well, Donald Trump now like in the banned news organization them, like AP, in the banned news organization, not for Canada, the White House for can cover her. It's because they bias. They call them fake news. Imagine if Obama be doing that, and they talk so we make all man they holler, all man they laugh. He say no, not laugh. He say, well, now imagine if I be doing. He say, no, they laugh now. But now so, it's not they be right now. If me be doing, when I forecast see the crest, where they have for crest up and down this country, they Allah. This is how you protect democracy. And Ernest Koroma can't listen to land. Can't listen to land. I can't listen, bro. Nonsense.
That were representing parties that were upset with policies my administration had initiated, that you will not be allowed into government buildings. We will punish you economically for dissenting from the Affordable Care Act or the Iran deal. We will ferret out students who protest against my policies. It's unimaginable that the same parties that are silent now would have tolerated behavior like that from me.
He say, when I imagine, he say all the people that were silenced there like a today now, whether on top they misbehave so. When I imagine if Namibia do anything there, begin to ban people them, they attack students them, they attack their law firm them. He say, when I imagine if not me, he say now they see no silence, then they talk. And Ernest Koroma, all the APC executive, all the civil society organizations them, apart from Thomas Babadi and Maddie Williams them, right? All the civil society organizations them, they don't silent us alone today. The imam them, the pastor them, right? The elders them in the country, the Francis Gabiron them. We be there 1992 when they say Malabio they can overthrow. They say then gladly because Shaka Stevens we don't get one party state. The international community be they make indifference. They support Francis Gabiron support Malabio and Skasa them when they can overthrow in 1992. They like it today. They're all silent. Francis Gabiron like brother point on Hotmail when they talk about the fact that Francis Gabiron in no say election result not day. Now then people had the lecturer from a college. And no say election results not available in the last elections. Then go and sit on a PO, Prince of Wales. That economics for all the school business, they are lucky than they. Because now they destroy that country. They, you know, they like it today, we see how them guys they are. Instead of they allow government them and hold governments them accountable for fix the systems them not work. Then they pay Prince of Wales, Collegiate, Grammar School, Albert Academy. You look at all students, like, oh brother, the pointer, Hotmail. The fact is, all the people are said in land book. What did they don't do for Sierra Leone like today? Now the country and democracy don't die so. Silence. You know they read themselves. No, so you know they read it. All man they support nonsense. Then at the school business now, then they use for talk about cohesion, peaceful cohesion. Then they fake we international partners them say peace and tranquility in the country. Because look, we only come together as one. This country now we day. Look, we don't can forget about school association, all that nonsense and nasty. Go look at the school are like nasty. With all the money when they give. Go look the country nasty. These are all the things where they talk. Obama they talk now. Say all man stay silent. He say time like this. If Namibia do it in Donald Trump, they do so. Can't look whenever they make noise. Not only the same thing with Ernest Koroma, where allow people to practice democracy, civil society organization them, radio station them, newspaper them. They all they make noise. Then like they're silent. Silent. When I listen to Obama, I know I interrupt this here, but I want for my brother and sister, they don't understand. Hey God, when I listen.
Or a whole bunch of my predecessors. So, and I say this not on a partisan basis. This has to do with something more precious, which is, who are we as a country? And
you see, he said not about parties and bases. Ernest Koroma not about party. Ernest Koroma, when he can talk, if he can't talk, you know they can talk based on the APC. You talk for something we're precious. We ask yourself the question, who are we as a country, Ernest Koroma? Now Obama they teach you so. The godfather of democracy in the world. Now you mentor. It bring you kind of the White House in America. It make you feel proud. It make you feel like you achieved something. Hey, well, Bo, this is what you call legacy. Obama, they live up to a legacy. They defend a legacy. Ernest Koroma can't listen. Can't listen, Ernest Koroma can't listen. Hey, Bo. Can't listen, eh?
What values do we stand for? And
whose value we stand for?
Now, this is not just an abstraction, and I think this is one of the challenges that we have. And I saw this even before the last election. I think people tend to think, democracy, rule of law, independent judiciary, freedom of the press, that's all abstract stuff because it's not affecting the price of eggs. Well, you know what? It's about to affect the price of eggs. One of the things that has distinguished us in the past has been this basic idea that we are a rules-based society. What that means is that, you know what, I can support one candidate instead of another, and I don't have to worry that the police are going to come harass me or my customers. That's what happens in other places. That's what happens in Russia.
When I see where they give example, what's happening in a salon, where you support this candidate. So look, SLFA, small SLFA, you're going to kill themselves. Now Obama they talk, so say America not be there like that. Obama they represent democracy. They want to protect democracy in America. And they want for freedom democracy die. Because you know say Americans go older accountable. Now make Obama they come out, he can't talk. And now wait say, wait on late. Then they go say Obama, also be sit down. We don't Trump the fuel democracy. So it don't come, it talk. It wake everybody up. Una stand up. Now defend democracy. They say what's happening in America now? Now it happen in Russia. They say now you happen in America, we not agree. Now they talk so. Una listen.
We take for granted the idea that we don't have to pay bribes or hire somebody's cousin in order to get a business permit. That's how we built the economy we did. That's why this place worked. And it has very concrete impacts on all of our lives. So, this is the first time I've been speaking publicly for a while. I've been watching a little bit. But yeah.
When I see Obama where they pause, it is taking time. It doesn't say that I say, he said, don't tell, I don't speak publicly. When I feel say Obama glad if I can talk. If everything they go right, Obama not glad if I can talk safe. Because why allow let the system work? But he say things that they go right. So if he feel say rusty, where they talk so right now, because they say don't say why not talk publicly. So I kind of rusty right now, but I don't say very eloquent still. It's still the same eloquent Obama. No matter what, when you're gifted, you're gifted. It is a natural thing for public speaking. Obama gets her naturally. This man gets her naturally. He's a constitutional lawyer. Nice study, so he's sabi. But he doubt himself right now. He feels say we don't say not to speak publicly. He rusty. He don't say he still get her. Obama talk for we, but talk where.
Let me just close this portion of my remarks by saying it is up to all of us to fix this. It's not going to be because somebody comes and saves you.
What's the return on all this time? Salon people, what's the return? He said it's up to all of us for save this. He said, I'm going to say that because somebody can save you. He said, I'm going to fix this. What's in the happiness, Sierra Leone? Now we as a people, you see this audio, what they can do so? That's how they fix and small. And they wake una, and they energize una, and they go to the education una need. We all they can, we talk to una. That's how we go for fix this. At some point, we have to stand up to do the right thing. Revolutions are born out of frustration. We tire. We say enough is enough. We get democracy, not a dictatorship we get. If we have to do what we have to do to salvage and save with democracy, we have to do it. Now Obama, they talk sooner. He said, "Una not they wait for let somebody can save una." Remember, this same useless guy that Yunkela, as a member of parliament, we not for talk that way at all. Where he says, Salomon, and like forget a shining armor. Somebody they can save them. Salomon, like for let man take and pull Bangara fire. But you're a member of parliament, you know, for talk that way. You as a member of parliament, if you take your and pull Bangana fire for we the citizens, them, I make we send it. Freaking coward. But don't listen to Obama. Don't listen to Obama na ya. Don't listen to land. Like I wouldn't learn from this, so we know. I make we pass on to una. Una for believe today for understand how democracy for work. Una listen. Ernest Koroma, come on, you all way there. Can't talk. Can't defend democracy. Can't protect your legacy. Can't listen from your boss. Can't listen from your boss.
The most important office in this democracy is the citizen, the ordinary person.
I must not tell now. Who that get the democracy? I must not tell now. I must not tell now. Section 5, subsection 2B. Not to talk. Sovereignty belongs to the people. The government derives its legitimacy, its authority, and its power from the people. Democracy is the power of the people, for the people, and by the people. He said the most important person that is citizen inside his democracy. Hey God, I don't want to interrupt Obama. I don't want to interrupt Tambo. But I don't want my brother and sister they miss the point. I want to understand. I don't interrupt again, Seth. I don't interrupt again. Now listen.
Who says, no, that's not right. And I do think one of the reasons that our commitment to democratic ideals as
no, listen from the top. I didn't interrupt.
The most important office in this democracy is the citizen, the ordinary person who says, no, that's not right. And I do think one of the reasons that our commitment to democratic ideals has eroded is that we got pretty comfortable and complacent. You know, it has been easy during most of our lifetimes to say you are a progressive, or say you are for social justice, or say you're for free speech, and not have to pay a price for it. And now we're at one of those moments where, you know what, it's not enough just to say you're for something. You may actually have to do something and possibly sacrifice a little bit. So, yeah, if you're a law firm being threatened, you might have to say, okay, we will lose some business because we're going to stand for a principle. If you are a university, you may have to say, figure out, are we in fact doing things right? Have we in fact violated our own values, our own code, violated the law in some fashion? If not, and you're just being intimidated, well, you should be able to say, well, that's why we got this big endowment. Well, we'll stand up for what we believe in, and then we'll pay our researchers for a while. Out of that.
Now, what is the Socrates? Hey, God. Because certain people understand what's an endowment. Most of the universities in this country, they get funds them, where they alma mater them. People who don't graduate, where they can contribute money to the universities them. Also, like a salon, they contribute the money. You know, they see them at the school level. When they are so Prince of Race, go to the school, they go see a nasty still. The bathroom, they all get that filth and nasty today. But yeah, the university them. If me graduate from a university now, they contribute money. So then they put out what they call endowment fund. Where, you know, so them, like Harvard University, I think, get one of the biggest endowment funds. They get over $400 billion. When I'm money, just there, when the contribution. Now they talk so there. Say if you feel threatened as a university, government don't begin attack you. They won't begin take money from Mona. They don't say, okay, they want for block on a profit making, you know, whatever, so they get money. Now I'm going to get this endowment fund. Now go say, okay, well, we will begin pull money from this endowment fund because you get a reserved day. Now Obama they talk now, say people get for sacrifice for democracy. You get for sacrifice, don't just talk no more. But you get for sacrifice. Make the effort. They say you're not just you complacent because today be easy. You know they get no consequence for your actions. Now for when I want to begin attack you, you for just back up. No. If you talk, continue for talk. Advocate, stand up. Lord listen to Obama. Lord listen.
Out of that endowment, and we'll give up the extra wing or the fancy gymnasium that we can delay that for a couple of years because academic freedom might be a little more important. For most of human history, and to this day in most of places in the world, there is a cost to challenging the powers that be, particularly if they're abusing that power. And
what you about the talk right just now? He said there is a cost where people can go pay. They like it today. I don't miss Sierra Leone. Some people, I tell you the fact. I don't miss for go Sierra Leone at all. Because I'm one person way, which I had to go to Sierra Leone. I still get vivid memories. 2014, I carried me picking and go. But me brother and telling me, Bobo was just 5 years old or 6 years old. That was the first day. By the second day, he said he want to come back. He want to return. Imagine 5, 6 year old picking. So from 2014 to now, what's change? If anything, you will know, say the country don't worse. Pass IBD. But imagine, what's the mission there? If I want to go salon, I want to go with picking, I want to go with family, I want to world. That's why I want to travel. I want to world go there go see. We beautiful country. But what's in there for go see? Now make good day with the advocate. For say we get democracy, we get governments, now them place for fix the country for we like habitable. So there's a price to pay. Then like the man like we for go salon, no so. Now the price that the women pay, because I believe say to go on this day better let no go salon, but let continue for advocate for the salon people. Let the country better, let the one day where they in charge, let them wake up. That's some of the sacrifices people make. Listen to Obama! No, listen to Obama!
History, and to this day in most of places in the world, there is a cost to challenging the powers that be, particularly if they're abusing that power. And this idea, and I've noticed this among some wealthier folks who, after George Floyd, they were right there, and a bunch of companies were talking about how they cared about diversity and they wanted to do this and they were all for that. And they are on mute right now. But what that tells me is it was okay when it was cool and trendy. And when it's not, not so much. And that, I think, is what we have to...
But Obama, they talk so. All the civil society organization them. All they want to Ernest Koroma be there as president. Whenever we get the rights to free speech. But they say what they want to say. There is no consequences to pay. It was cool. Everybody did enjoy. But now, under dictatorship, nobody no crazy cough. All that crazy cough, we might be ready to put some in place. Nobody no get mind talk again. Now Obama they talk so. Then company they will be stand up for something. We believe in this, we believe in that. Then I continue, you gotta then target them. I will not mix diversity and inclusion anymore. Now make them they lost billions of dollars every month right now because people don't let for go buy to them. People they shouldn't say that we the consumer, now we get the power, now we get the money, the spending power in our hand. Obama they provoke so yeah, when they laugh there. Obama, Ernest Koroma, Lord listen, bro. Lord listen there.
Each of us has to examine in our own hearts. We say we're for equality. Are we willing to fight for it? Are we going to risk something for it? We say that we're for rule of law. Are we going to stick to that when it's tough, not when it's easy? We believe in freedom of speech. Do we stand up for freedom of speech when the other person talking is saying stuff that infuriates us and is wrong and hurtful? Do we still believe in it? And that for university students and for your generation, I think that's important because part of how we got confused around some of these issues is that those who claimed to be fighting on behalf of social justice and freedom of speech and equality, sometimes we didn't observe it ourselves. I'm glad to hear that on campus here you focus on what Common Ground Initiative. I have been absolutely clear throughout my presidency, post-presidency, the idea of canceling a speaker who comes to your campus, trying to shout them down and not letting them speak, even if I find their ideas obnoxious, well, that's not only is that not what universities should be about, that's not what America should be about. You let them speak and then you tell them why they're wrong. That's how you win the argument. The sort of the delicacy of sensibilities in class.
But you Obama talk like so. It's a bo. Mara be and kind them. Not to the number for talk. It's a way somebody can talk on a college campus. We don't like putting the person to talk. We don't need for fetamo. No, we don't need for shovel ya, kick ya. No. We don't allow them talk what they can talk. If not nonsense where they can talk, let talk. Then you can tell them what you don't talk. We're wrong. It's in a so you win the argument. That is democracy. That is a civilized society. Now you make people like a within a social media. Can't talk what you have to talk. But we can talk and they can tell you the rubbish way you talk. Because you rubbish and you foolishness way you talk. And I go allow and let stay and infest the minds of we people. Now Obama they talk so now. Oh, we forget a civil discourse. Yes, they can tell you what you talk way wrong. What you do wrong, we tell you. Now responsibility. And as Koroma, you're not silent. You're wrong. You're not correct for that. For stand up and speak up for protect democracy. Now Obama they talk now. Now listen. Now listen, bro. Oh listen. Oh, learn from the Godfather.
In classrooms. Michelle and I talk about this all the time. Let me tell you, you will deal with people in the world who don't like you and say mean things about you. You better get used to it. Don't be in the classroom thinking, I can't be triggered, and then you think you get on the job. You will have horrible bosses on occasion, or coworkers who say obnoxious things. And it may turn out that in some cases they're actually good people that just didn't use the right word for something. or need to be educated on something, well, you need to get used to that here. So some of these principles are ones in which it's not just one side or the other that hasn't been true to I think our founding principles. I think in some cases we've all been guilty of it, some more than others, and it's important now for us to refocus our attention on who are we and what we believe.
Told you wanted to watch the full thing.
I really want to watch her and listen to this. Salute people. This is how we protect democracy. That voice what I registered, the guy will be actually share the video. Obama don't come out or don't speak up. They say we all get a responsibility for stand up and protect this democracy. Not a way, no more way easy, a way difficult. That's any show, improve. When I see for we not sit down, we say way easy, we say way difficult. We everybody else keep quiet. We all the lawyers them. Majority, 98% of the lawyers that are the country, they're quiet. Then they watch the erosion of democracy. Civil society organizations them, Andrew Lavali them, Ibrahim Tomi them, Abdul Fatoma them, all of these people, where they make noise during the days of Ernest Koroma. Now they don't build mansions. They are multi-millionaires. Then they bluff. They say they host their all like one glass. They host their all around like glass. Then party down on power. Tribalism don't take hold. Now the section did the power. Now the brother did the power now. The Mende hegemony don't come and take over. The hearts don't cool. So there be the fet, hypocritical fet. They don't be get salon interest at that. Now they be their own interest they get at that. When the party don't come down on power, the game is over for them. Una left for suffer, una die there. Obama said, not so for be. Not a way easy no more. Even at the difficult times. Una for stand up and defend democracy. Una for allow free speech. Not for be silent. Come stand up. I Obama they talk now. This now for Ernest Koroma and all the idiots that they say Ernest Koroma not for talk. The useless piece of crap they don't understand what's in a democracy. The power of communication. The effect of leadership. All the useless idiots they don't understand what's in a democracy. They sabio, but they twist democracy. Former ministers them. They say, oh, it work for we now give we opportunity. No, for talk to them. Now give we opportunity. Is that how it is? You give me opportunity again, anything you do is correct. And not for call you out, for tell you say, hey, this one I do so, this quietness. Country they go get elections, the results now available, and it's for ask for that election result. And call himself father of democracy in our nation. But again, father of democracy. After Joseph Saidu Momo, now it's Koroma will give father of democracy. Because Momo now the first father of democracy in Sierra Leone. Now he give the 1991 constitution, where we could get multi-party democracy. After Joseph Saidu Momo, now it's Koroma because they can respect the rights of free speech. We see her. Do you think about we see in Ganoma and Enka with the Karamajorina go attack the military, we could get Ibrahim Bazikabara them and Johnny Paul and come and take over because of the attack Sujaman them using the Kamajors. We see Marabi and come forest guard, but the forest guard no work, so they take the forest guard, they all put them inside the military. They don't purge the military, then they arrest brother and sister from the north. If you talk anything now, then they go arrest you, they say me I'll be part of November 26, 2023. Now everybody on the hiding, and as Koroma no lent in there, instead of you can't talk, then they kill with people them, right to free speech today. Everybody in exile, incessantly in exile, in them for free himself, and free with people them, for speak up against what's wrong. Well, Obama, he invites you to the White House, and it's Koroma, which is your excuse? You go say, oh, Obama in a country will get freedom, Salon not get freedom. Well, and it's Koroma get a responsibility for bring freedom to Sierra Leone. As a former president, to go and the power we yourself get. It's not like any other. But the matter be kill you, and it's Koroma. Like kill you now, let the world hear this and don't kill the former president of Sierra Leone because stand up for speak up for protect democracy. Hey, Ernest Koroma, sacrifice for we, brother. Sacrifice for we. You get a responsibility. That is how you leave a legacy. That is what happened to Marabio in Sierra Leone. And what will happen to the rest of the country. Hey, Ernest Koroma, defend democracy, bro. Stand up for democracy. Salon people that they left for there. Like I said tomorrow, they do that message they for now. Like explain to now. Salon people them. It's sorry, it's painful. Then you pull that kind of money, and it's about $100, and it's about $200, it's about $300, $25,000. I mean, if you want to get about $40,000, now God will stop me. $25,000, you pull them inside the salon community. I don't think so. Each 10 or 5. They call 10. I don't think so. Each 5 inside salon. We're gonna say, "Hey, don't look, you're a salon brother or salon sister." He pull $25,000. Say, look up, because of this post, you can tell and say, this is a guarantee. He pull that kind of money they get. I go explain tomorrow 5 for una. But this one today, when I go call Dr. Ernest Koroma, like can watch how for protect democracy. Like can listen to Obama. And this video, it didn't have my Facebook page. It didn't have my YouTube page back. When I go there, it did it. The full video, democracy should be protected. If we protected. Election result not there. But Dr. Sama come out, they wait for June 2 years. Bra, la libo. Election results not there. Inside salon. Let the world look like a Dumbe, like a Peter concert talker. Let the world look like a Chris. Say salon the country and the result not there for the election until later. Wanna libo. Salon people.